Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. Let's take a look at the 1 hour chart here in this video. Yesterday in one of the videos I also covered the bigger picture, but I think what is interesting and important is now to understand what's happening here on the smaller time frame. Solana is selling off currently. It is very much aligned with Bitcoin in this scenario. A few people ask me, oh, but doesn't it matter what Bitcoin is doing? Well, to a degree, but we have seen, I think, honestly, end of last year that Solana has been outperforming the entire market. Okay, so what Bitcoin is doing matters to a degree, but let me also tell you that the structure that we see here on the 1 hour chart between Solana and Bitcoin is very much aligned anyway. So at the moment, I think they both fail, I would say, or they both are successful and find support in their relevant support levels. But still, though, Bitcoin will not tell you the precise and relevant levels, resistance and support levels that matter on the Solana chart, right? You cannot set a stop loss on the Solana chart by looking at the Bitcoin chart. It just doesn't work. And also, you cannot calculate your reward and risk ratio by looking at the Bitcoin chart. It just doesn't work. Okay, for Bitcoin, yes, but not for Solana. So obviously we have to look at each chart individually. But currently the pullback that we wanted to see from this region is currently unfolding. Already, discussed it in my last video yesterday. Few things. First of all, there are two scenarios. There is a short-term bullish one, in which, or let's call it the bullish one, in which the wave 4 pullback that started here, end of December, is already finished. I would have to say it is quite a short pullback compared to the wave 2 that happened last year, middle of last year. A month shorter, this wave 4, than the wave 2 at the time. That makes me wonder, is the correction really over? Okay, I don't know. Nobody knows. So it takes a crystal ball for that. However, we can only analyze what we see. What do I see? I see that the market hit our support area in orange, yeah, and it rallied impulsively from there. So we definitely can give it a chance. I would say we give it the benefit of the doubt that the low is in. At the same time, we need to have a bearish wave count for risk management purposes so that we know if it fails, where is it likely going to fail. I see two potential levels where it can fail. One is now in the current pullback. So if the price comes down a little lower, breaks below the 78.6 retracement level at $84, this is likely going to be a failure. Yeah, and if we break below $84 and the price sustains below that level, then I have to assume wave 4 never finished. That's the first level of where it can fail, basically. Second scenario is where, yes, also we rally higher, because this is our trend reversal area, or support area, and it can fail after 3 larger waves to the upside. There will be clear Fibonacci levels and targets that we will watch for, and then I will add a micro support, and if that micro support breaks, that's it, and it will break, okay? So there is still enough potential for it to break and to come down, so the likelihood of getting into the support area is still high until we get an impulsive break above this swing high that formed in December. So let's zoom into the detail, and what really matters at the moment in the short term is actually only, do we hold support at $84 or not? That's the main question. If it then eventually fails after 3 waves up, or if it forms 5 larger waves, that's the next question we deal with, right? But let's not overcomplicate it by looking at Bitcoin or by thinking about, oh, what might happen like 3 steps ahead. No, we need to focus on what's in front of us, and that is a 5-wave move to the upside from the recent lows. It's a potential pullback, which shows 5 waves down, to be honest. Let's go to the 30-minute chart. I have a potential 5-wave move down because I can recognize 5 waves down from the high, pretty clear 5 waves. I assume, firstly, that a B wave bounce is due. Doesn't need to happen yet, but it's due. And that another leg down should be following. If this was only a 3-wave move down, which at the moment it doesn't look like it is, then it could be that this pullback is already over. But 5 waves down increase the likelihood that there should be a corrective rally, which we call a B wave, and then another C wave down. 5, 3, 5. So 5 waves down in wave A, 3 waves up in wave B, 5 waves down in wave C. So can you see the 5 waves? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I guarantee the wave 5 is over? No, of course not. I mean, this could still, you know, sometimes the wave 5 can turn into an ending diagonal. You get quite a lot of choppiness, you know, like a small descending wedge, for example. That's something that could develop here, and then we break out to the upside and start the B wave. Okay, so just be aware of that. That's sort of, I take that off because this is nano counting. I think that's why we're watching for a B wave. The B wave ideally should sort of stay below that last swing high here that formed around $106, $107. At the same time, it is this inverse head and shoulders pattern that we also see on other charts, like for example on the Bitcoin chart, left shoulder, head, potential right shoulder. Yeah, I mean, this correction could take a little while, okay, and that would make a very nice inverse head and shoulders pattern, which obviously is, in let's say traditional chart analysis, a reversal pattern. That's in this case very much aligned with this 1-2 setup. That's my update about Solana. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.